Hello everybody. We are making a sphere centerpiece today. In your box that I delivered to you, you have a 4-inch sphere of floral foam and a super cute mercury glass vase. Now this can go on any vase. If you have another vase that this fits on top of, a taller cylinder, put it on there. But this is just a cute low one that you can put on your table. You can talk, good conversation over it, so it's not super high, but if you wanted to elevate it, no problem at all. So the first thing that you're gonna do is don't poke the foam. Now, for adults and children alike, it is very tempting to poke this foam. If you poke it, the flowers won't stick in it. And same when it's wet, the more you poke the flower in, the less, it kind of starts to deteriorate. So we try to only poke the foam once. I never poke the foam only once, but I try to limit the amount of times I poke the foam. So the first thing you're gonna do is soak this in water, put it in so it's floating, and then it'll be about 10 minutes, and you may need to turn it because it's gonna get heavy on the one side, turn it over to the other side, make sure it's soaked all the way through. And you can put me on pause, do that now, get this soaking. And then I already have some pre-soaked, so I'm gonna grab that. It becomes very heavy, so you can stick this right on your cylinder, or right on your little glass, whatever glass you choose to use. And this is going to fits in there perfect. If you're using a smaller cylinder glass, you can kind of push on it a little bit to secure it. It's very pliable, so it'll go around whatever you put it around. So when we're cutting our flowers, everyone's flowers are a little bit different that they've gotten. And when we're cutting our flowers to use on this, we want to keep the stems no more than 1 inch, because we're going to cover this whole thing. So all the stems are going to be sticking in from different angles. We want to make sure we have room for all those stems. So short stems. We are going to cut them. You can use regular kitchen scissors, or if you have garden shears, you can do that. I would recommend starting with your largest flower. So we have roses here. I have some wax flower for accents. I have Ostromeria. And then I also have some white carnations that I've pre-cut. So I'm going to start with the roses. And what we're gonna do is cut it at a 45-degree angle. It helps soak up the water that way, so it keeps the flower healthier for longer. If you have any outside petals that aren't as pretty, roses always have a row of petals that are like a protection. So you could pick those off if there's any that you don't like the look of. This one was fine, but it had a little bit of darker edges. So we're gonna start, I always start with the same variety of flower and put it where it's kind of symmetrical, or however you like it for your eye. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to take my next one and give it some space, maybe here. Okay. And we're going to work our way all the way around, just putting these, and remembering you're going to be filling in all the gaps, but kind of putting them where your eye is naturally going to go to these biggest, most bold flowers. So whatever your boldest flower is, kind of make a pattern for your eye to follow. And that's a little bit different for everybody. So my eye is much more symmetrical. Some people are really killing it at the asymmetrical thing, and I love that. I just always have been more symmetrical. Let me grab some more roses. And remember with your angles too, so you can angle the ones that are a little bit lower, angle them down a little bit more so that they cover the edge of where the foam meets the glass. And that also gives the eye something to look at too. So some are pointing upwards, some are pointing downwards. And this is really, there's no wrong way to do it. You can do it any way that you like it. So here's what I've done. I have 6 roses in here. I'm gonna call that good for my roses. I'm gonna go in with my carnations now. It's my secondary flower. It's my second most substantial flower. And you'll not need to put these in as far. Obviously the rose has it's really tall. So I'm gonna stick, this is about an inch long. I'm gonna stick it in just barely. And it's up to you too if you want the height difference. If you want those roses to stick out, you can take this carnation and put it all the way down if you want. And you can play with the heights on there. That's part of the fun too. And it is always surprising to me how much you can change the look of something just by kind of messing with the height. So we're gonna go ahead with the carnations. I think I need a couple more. And you just keep going until it's pleasing to your eye. I feel like I'm missing something a little bit down here. Okay. All right, so then I'm gonna go with this is Ostromeria. And this kind of pulls in, we have a pretty good contrast here between the white carnation and the dark rose. And then I have these Ostromerias which kind of marry the two together. So this comes in 1 long stalk. I'm just gonna cut the single little stems off of here. And I'm gonna get those as long as I can. These are more delicate flowers, so they're gonna need a little bit more height. And their stems, you need to kind of coax these ones in just a little bit. So, and if you put something in there and you don't like it, just take it out. It's not a big deal. I'm gonna put 2 together. This one's not quite open, so I'm gonna stick these 2 together. Makes them go in a little bit easier as well. Okay. Okay. I continue on. I need to grab some more of that. And I hope you guys are doing this with maybe some friends that you've invited over that you know are healthy, and that you can kind of fellowship and chat while you're making this. So you can pause me at any time. If you need to pour another glass of wine or make another cocktail, do that. Put me on pause and then I'll be there when you're ready. This is looking so cute. These stems are a little bit hardier, so they're going in a little bit easier for me. And then my supply chain has been a little bit disrupted. It's not shut down, but everybody's color scheme in their boxes are going to be a little bit different just based on what I can get. And I think that's kind of fun too, because I've actually enjoyed a little bit of the challenge, you know, of creating with what I can get. And some suppliers are just super limited on what they can get from their growers. So it's been kind of fun just working with what I can do. And the local suppliers that I have some beautiful, beautiful flowers as well. So that's been fun getting to work with some local folks that are able to still provide to me. So here we go. So there's 3 different kinds of flowers. We have a focal, the secondary, and then kind of, I call it the supporting flower. I don't know if that's the technical name for it, but that's what I call it. So keep going here. And remember, playing with the height difference is great. It adds a lot of visual interest when you can have stuff at different heights. Okay. So here we are. And then I have some wax flower here, which is purple. And at first I wasn't going to use the purple in there because I didn't really like it, but I think it kind of adds some cool depth to it. So I'm going to try it and see. And if I don't like it, I'll just pull it out. But on the color wheel, purple and orange are opposites, which are complementary. So I was originally just going to stick with the green portions of it to give some extra texture, but I'm kind of liking this purple now, so I'm going to throw it in there and see. And if we don't like it, then we'll pull it out. It's kind of cute. It's kind of cute. I like it. I didn't think I would like it, but I do. So the flower business is always full of surprises. I was limited on what color of this is wax flower, of what color I could get. I got what I could, thinking that I would have to pick all the little purple buds off because in my head I didn't visualize it working well, but it works really well. I dig it. Look how cute. So now that you have access to this link, I'm going to keep this video up on my channel. So if you ever want to do this again, and you are now, just like at my regular workshops, you are now armed with the tools and the knowledge to be able to do this on your own, I will order supplies for you. If you just would like, to order the supplies, I can definitely do that for you. See, look how cute. This one has some height on this side. If you have some height, you can do that too. You can take it out a little bit, and that's great to do with these kind of supporting products. So that is it for mine. I might add a couple more pieces, maybe just down here. But that is pretty much it, you guys. I hope that you love your box. And like I said, if you ever need just refill of supplies and flowers, let me know. I'm happy to do that. I'm going to keep this video up so you can do it over and over again. And hopefully it'll inspire you to be creative and mix different things next time. All right, have a good coronavirus day.